Melanie, you've been replaced with Nier Replicant.
Oh, that sucks.
There you are. Say hi to the good people of the chat.
So, Alex, after almost exactly 1 year, this ends tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
Do you know the exact day we first played Nier Automata Route A?
September 20 September 11th, 2023.
That is the exact date.
I had it in
It is.
mind to ask you if you wanted to postpone to Wednesday, but I felt like maybe we shouldn't try and coincide
Wrap
so
up on
neatly.
9/11?
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't try to go out of our way to coincide so neately
No,
with
we should have
national
done that.
tragedy. Melanie,
Thanks. So, you're the one that told me to turn my game down, Alex.
okay, but that's because all right. I'll go back in here and I'll boost you back up in OBS. Melanie, another test. Almost inaudibly quiet. She is so loud for me.
Oh my god, Alex, you're the one that told
She
me to
is
turn my
so
game
loud
down.
for me. Okay, I'll go even more.
Why am I the only one that knows how audio works on this channel?
I'm looking at the meters. Yeah, this game has better movement than Astrobot. What about it? Where are we going?
How am I now? Do I sound audible now?
You should. Unless I've been adjusting the right thing this whole time. You
Just
keep
on
shouting.
the other side of
I'm
the
like
floor?
5 times louder.
Hold on, let me make sure it's using the right microphone. I'm going to turn off the microphone. If you can still hear me, there's a problem.
I can no longer hear you.
Okay, so it's getting the right microphone at least.
Like on a building?
Oh. No. And does it sound fine now? Did we fix it?
Again, you sound plenty loud for me.
No, very quiet. This, Alex, this has got to be because you use different audio outputs for Discord and game audio. Because it means that OBS isn't hearing the same sound balance that you're hearing.
Let's hear it. You keep talking. I'm gonna try and watch the stream.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to keep talking because it's been almost exactly 1 year since we started this journey on September 11th, 2023, and it is this ends tonight. Unless we can't get this audio fixed, then maybe it doesn't end tonight. Also, I have no idea why my webcam keeps just dropping in frame rate. That's a very odd thing for it to do. That's on my end, and I don't know how to fix that. So we're just gonna have to live with that. Unless I can...
I'm going with the nuclear option, and I am just boosting you 10 dBs in OBS.
Maybe that's what to do. Who knows?
Right now, you are hitting like the middle of the yellow. That sounds good? Okay.
Francis, that sounds good. All right, we're good to go.
We'll send it.
Okay.
Usually, I wouldn't crank meters up the highest that they could possibly go, but if it works.
If it works, it works.
Yep. Okay.
Cut it, print it. All right, so this ends tonight.
Where to first?
I'll be deeply surprised if this does not end tonight.
I'm worried about Yona. Let's go back.
Oh, we're gonna go back. Okay.
Saran asks if you still want to do ranking tonight.
I mean, how much longer do we have until we start seeing like the actual end of it?
I forget where exactly you are. And the thing about Act 1 of Nier, and this isn't even for ending E, this is just how Act 1 works. It's not exactly the same order every time, so I don't remember where you are in the sequence. I just know that there's like very, very low chance that we're not finishing tonight.
Okay, I mean, I'm down to do some ranking stream, but you know, like once we're closing in about 30 minutes to an hour out from
I'd be stupid not to.
when we are wrapping it up, then I'm gonna want to try and give the game as much attention as possible.
Then I won't try to stop you.
Yeah, I think it's fair to
Good listener for such an old timer.
do ranking when we're not seeing new content.
Yeah,
But once we get into the new content, it probably needs full attention.
right.
So if you want to bring in Saran. Just don't screw up my webcam this time, because I actually like how I look today.
Yeah, you
Put
do
a lot
look
of
great.
effort into my appearance. So So
we
once I
need
see
to
the
go
main story
see
objective that you have.
Yona. We need to talk to Yona. Oh no 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 no.
oh my god, we're doing this again. Oh my god. How did you make this mistake twice? I didn't even know you can activate this in Act 1.
I just like hitting the shiny things. I'm a simple man. I see the shiny thing, I hit the button. And the shiny thing looks exactly the same as the collectibles right next to it.
Something.
I feel as if
I know what you mean.
Pokepal, that's not happening.
I don't think it's possible to do a full Switch ranking within one human life.
Yeah.
What is it?
Just
Stop. Stop.
We
I
need to
talked
get
to
medicine
Yona.
for Yona.
So
I'm
nothing's
glad
changed.
we finally know who that is, by the way.
Nothing's changed.
It's weird for ending E to explicitly just be the game unchanged with us knowing who Yona is, but you know.
Glad secrets are finally being revealed.
Yeah, it turns out it's actually been a trick. There is no difference. I just tricked you into playing Nier again.
Oh no! Then we're gonna have to knock off at least one of those, or two of those punishments by making me play this shit yet again.
That would be such a funny punishment stream, though, if I just revealed right now that that's what this was.
Hey, Pope.
He's so mad.
That pork. Well, it's a fish found near seafront.
That sounds.
You can shades.
Oh yeah. I
We
remember
gotta go
this.
fishing.
Remember the little dock area where
Mhm.
it seems like you're supposed to be able to fish and you can't, and then you have to go
Yeah,
to the
the
beach right
problem-
next to it?
The problem that prevented Justin McElroy from being able to review the video game.
It wouldn't be a lightning round, it'd be the entire thing, Pokepal.
Yeah, that's basically all we're doing, just ranking based on titles at this point.
We are kind of like going off of the trailer a little bit.
A little bit, but
But it's like a sniff test. You get like 10 seconds of looking at the trailer, and once you've clocked what they're going for, then you rank it. But sometimes it takes a really long time to figure out what they're going for.
yeah. Switch publisher ranking stream. That almost sounds more feasible, but I bet there's like a million publishers out there that are like one game publishers.
Yeah. Like solo devs and stuff. I mean, if we want to get like a list of like the top 100 most prolific publishers and try and put something together like that.
go away. That villager is under attack.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't remember this. Is this main story? I'm assuming it is.
Would you truly leave
Yeah.
him to perish? Would you truly leave him to perish?
I think they're gonna like hint at a meal.
Would you truly leave him to perish?
I'm not leaving him to perish. I'm taking care of him. I'm saving
well, he's
him.
being actively attacked.
By like a little tiny one. These are in the lore. These are children. He shouldn't have to deal with. It's not that hard. Not that difficult. They're gonna drop like a backpack or some shit.
I love in the lore these are children as a justification for why you can save them for last.
Closed book. Why was the book closed?
Things are getting here.
What did you give me exactly?
He gave you a sword.
Things are getting.
Oh, okay.
Remember that we're gonna need all the weapons. So
Oh god. Remember these goats?
I love that clip. That clip means so much to me.
Like we're going down memory lane. Just like Astrobot.
Is Nier an Astrobot? If it is, I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it. But, like, I'm wondering, is it?
You'd think, right?
No, actually, I think the original Nier
Or
was Xbox first. Now that I think about it.
Oh, was Replicant never on?
Oh,
I mean, it was on
Nier
PS3.
Nier is Square Enix anyway, so it's,
Yeah.
of course it's not an Astrobot.
What happened? Because I just played Playroom the other
What should we do?
weekend,
We could works for me. Heck, we might even find.
and like the Buster Sword is shown prominently in the Playroom.
Buster Sword's kind of you can get away without asking Square Enix.
Oh,
They don't exactly own the idea of a big ass sword.
I mean it's like presented just like the Buster Sword is in the title screen.
It is, but I think it's notable that it's just the sword, not the characters, because the sword, like, I mean, that's just as easily Berserk as it is Final Fantasy.
Move your body away. Here, fishing is a test of will.
Why did they design it like this, where you need
Let's head over
to?
to that
It's not the right beach.
What the?
Don't McElroy this up.
What's going on with the manatees? These are not man. Are these manatees? They're manatees.
I'm trying not to get spoiled for cameos too much, but then like you have like the official Twitter account for whatever game the cameo is from being like, here's our cameo in Astrobot and what happens when you punch them after you get their gotcha thing. It's like, thanks, RGG Studio.
I just got the guy from Days Gone. Is that a spoiler? Do people care about Days Gone?
It's not a spoiler if you're keeping up with the Twitter discourse.
What? What's the Twitter discourse about
The
Days Gone?
the writer of Days Gone, and like I think he was the creative director too, but I'm not totally sure. He's so mad that the Days Gone guy was in Astrobot. Like he's furious.
Just got away. What? Why is he furious?
Because his character is being used to steal some shitty game.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine having the idea that Days Gone is benefiting Astrobot and not the other way around. Like, can you imagine believing that?
All set.
Little gaification beam. They turned him into minions, Fangs. You don't understand. They turned Days Gone into minion. I would also be upset.
Hold it! I said. How can you just ignore an old woman in need? The children of this.
I forgot this lady's forced in the main story.
People like that.
What's my
Rude.
you?
Why
You?
are you?
Shut up, Lighthouse Lady. I'm still not interested in you.
Why, you selfish cad?
Go away.
I'm glad that Replicant added the Little Mermaid stuff to Seafront, because I don't think Seafront had any good content in the original Nier.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh no.
Well, like, first of all, like, Seafront literally didn't have any Act 2 content in the main story in the original game. But, like, I don't think any of the Act 1 stuff in Seafront is worthwhile.
It's like the biggest town other than maybe Facade. Too?
Yeah. I can't remember if the red bag couple was in the original game, because they're a big part of the Little Mermaid. But I don't remember if that was just like a thread that went nowhere in the original. And actually, I haven't read the short story for Little Mermaid in a hot minute, so I wonder if they're in that.
I've been eyeing getting that book just so I can read some of the short stories there.
Little Mermaid. Yeah, I'm skimming it. I don't think the red bag couple is involved in the short story. So, like, they could have been made up for the remake, or they could be in the original and just were a side quest or something. I don't really remember. It's been a hot minute.
There? I'm gonna go back to Popola. Usually we're... all roads lead back to Popola.
Typically,
Right?
yeah.
No? Try and
Oh,
take
no,
me.
Tiona.
Okay.
'Cause
Oh,
the
that's
fish
right,
and
the other
medicine and all that.
character. You ready to join? Okay. Melanie, I didn't click on the DLC. Are you proud of me?
Very proud of you
Thank
for not
you.
making the same mistake in the course of 20 minutes. I know it was very hard not
It
to
was-
inexplicably press the wrong button. We were talking about the Star Fox Avengers barrel today. So,
It wasn't the wrong button, it's the right button.
Morning.
How were you supposed to do this? Should we go back into
just-
Seren's chat?
it's probably... Yeah, let's just do that.
Alright. I'm gonna set this up. Give me a second, gamers.
Damn, I look good today. Holy shit.
Ew. And you will still be on the PS. This right.
Oh, the stream is okay.
Fixed. Yeah, the way I have that scene laid out is weird. But we're back.
Are
Is
you
there
gonna-
any way for me to watch both the game and the stream without seeing my webcam in equal size? What the hell,
No.
Discord?
No, there's not. You can't watch two streams at once.
Never mind, just found it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
You can,
There's
there's an eye.
Yes, the eye with the plus. I see it.
oh, but it's
Alright.
all or nothing for my own camera. That's weird.
Sick. Alex, do you have game footage?
I do, but
Right.
it will be difficult to have both Melanie. I have to choose one or the other, basically. So either the chat's gonna see
You
Melanie.
can hide the
or-
game in the bottom left corner of the stream layout.
You can also cover up a little bit of the chat.
What was that suggestion, Seren?
You could put it in the bottom left corner.
I would put it a little bit over the chat, because you don't have to cover up the entire chat to put it on.
How do I create
it's
a
up to you.
second instance of a pop-up window for Discord? is the
You shouldn't
thing.
need that. What I do for Mario Party is I just full screen the whole layout, like seeing every camera, and just have multiple sources in
Oh,
OBS pointing to that same layout.
I see what you mean. Okay, this is going to require some finagling in
We need
order
to
to
get-
get work.
We need to get some solution for me to remote into your computer and set this up for you. Like, I've spent so much time figuring out how to do all of this.
Yeah, I understand the idea, the matter of setting it up so I can get both. I am now going to duplicate this.
Fang says we're doing science on screen. On screen.
What was that?
Fang says we're doing science on screen.
We're doing science. Correct. Aperture science. You do it.
Rad 15-year-old reference.
Thank you. I try my best. How are you, Seren? Lost friend.
I mean, the game feed's still there.
Seren, if you could make the gameplay as big as possible on your screen, that'd be ideal.
I think she already did.
Yeah, this is zoomed in.
Oh, am I seeing under it?
I mean, that's...
Here, let me... I got you. What you're just saying is minimize everything else.
Right.
Mhm.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, she can't do, like, full screen, because then it becomes cumbersome to like, go to the next game, but...
Yep.
Okay.
Also, as a reminder, it is flipped horizontally for the stream.
Hey, how you feeling?
Thank you. Okay.
This is To the Earth. Welcome to Nintendo in the year 1989.
I briefly tried to play this one on stream before it turned out that it was a light gun game.
It sure is a light gun game.
I should spin up RetroArch, because I have every single NES game downloaded. I think, when I tried to stream this one, didn't James say it's okay?
All the
James said it's okay by light gun game standards, which led to you giving it a 3.
Hmm.
It is
That
a
sounds like
shooting
something I would do.
gallery.
Oh, if I've already rated it, then I'll trust whatever I
Yes.
said before.
No, this
Yeah.
is just for Alex.
This is a 4? Are we not doing Wii
Right.
U?
No, you need to catch up on Nintendo.
Oh my
Much
God.
worse than you need to.
Right, I've already done all of this. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, absolutely not. All right.
I forgot what we were doing. Yeah, I thought. I don't know how, but somehow I thought this was Wii U.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I was like, this is a weird ass Wii U game.
No. All right, welcome to Tetris.
I mean, can I just give it a 10? We don't need
Okay.
to spend too much time on this one.
For
Melanie gave
NES Tetris,
Melanie gave it an 8.
I don't like NES Tetris, and it doesn't get credit for being the first because it wasn't the first.
What's wrong with
It
NES
was-
Tetris? Is you can't
You
like
can't
slam down
hold
the
block, and the
blocks? You can't hold.
Yeah,
like,
because
there's no
because
hold
that
function.
hadn't been invented yet.
Well, yeah, that's why I give the original version the credit for being the original one. This isn't the original one.
I
This
can
is the original licensed one in the West.
Didn't the Game Boy come first?
Nope.
Really?
They came out together.
short order.
No, I'm sticking with 8. I hate the physical feel of Tetris NES, and I can't get over that.
This is 2 games in 1 cartridge. Here is short order.
Melanie, can you describe what I'm looking at? It's too small for me to make out what's going on.
That would require it to be something I consider describable.
Okay.
Good.
Good. Okay.
Hang on, let me go to explode.
You're making burgers, I guess.
So you remember how a bunch of suckers got this giant ass power pad for like 2 exercise games?
Yeah.
This is 2 different mini games that you can play without on 1 cartridge for full price.
Okay. 2, 1, 1.
Okay. That is Melanie gave it a 2. Joe gave it a 3. Speaking of, here is Dance Aerobics for the NES.
I don't remember any of this, but I just get such a visceral reaction from seeing that. Is it forcing you into the old woman quest? Oh my god.
It sure is. Okay, where am I going now?
Warm-up exercise.
Is this still the power
Yeah.
pad thing?
Yes.
1 again.
Melanie gave it a 5.
Why?
After. Hey, oh, that's sorry.
Yeah, Melanie, why did you give that a 5?
Why did I give it a 5? That's a very good question to ask of a different person.
Here is Cobra
I was a
Triangle.
different fucking person when I rated these games.
That's why you're allowed to re-rate them. Here is Cobra Triangle.
Peng says, I was just thinking about the power pad the other day, no idea why.
Seems like a 6. Why can't I go?
Literally just go to the red X on the map, Alex. Literally, that's all you have to do.
I was gonna go back to Popola because I got a letter for Popola, but now I have to go talk to the old lady again. They're really forcing me into this shit.
Evidently.
Yes. Melanie gave this a 9 for being the coolest shit ever.
This does look pretty cool. I stand by that.
You played it on Rare Replay.
I agree, Grimoire Vice.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like, I actually pulled it up to try it?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah?
That's cool of me. I should... You know what? I'm gonna pull up my RetroArch.
Hello, DQP. I'm glad you're here with us.
Alright. Here is Faxanadu.
Yeah, we're doing ranking because Alex was not emotionally prepared to do the junk heap otherwise.
This is an early Falcom PC RPG entry.
You know what, Alex? No jury in the world would convict you for trying to find some way to not think about the junk heap. But I am promising everyone we are going to be finishing this game tonight.
I'll give this an 8.
Neat. Melanie gave it a 6.
Oh.
I think it was just vibes. I don't know.
Probably
Nope.
just vibes.
None of Melanie's rankings make any sense if I'm being honest. I just wrote them down.
Look, I try not to be too harsh on them.
Here's Dragon Quest. As in, the inventor of the JRPG.
Okay,
Life
I thought I had every
is
game
much
downloaded, but evidently I don't have Fanzanadu, so maybe I was wrong.
Also, you were gonna look for Cobra Triangle. What, Alex?
Oh no, just life has been undeniably
I
worse
believe-
since Dragon Warrior came out.
I believe you on Cobra Triangle, but sure, I'll pull it up anyway.
This game was given out for free to Nintendo Power subscribers.
Oh.
In a way to try and get this series to take off here because it was so huge in Japan. And everyone loved it, and then no one bought a sequel.
Why in the hell is my controller not working? RetroArch's crashing. Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I'll give it a 9.
Okay. Melanie and Joe gave it a 10 for being the first.
It's literally Dragon Quest.
I couldn't give Zelda a 10, so
Oh fuck! I
couldn't
forgot
you?
your ratings are even more unhinged than mine.
Yes, no, all of yours. Now, speaking of Zelda, here is 1989's Game & Watch Zelda.
They're going to be releasing Ball after I die.
oh god.
Here is a Game & Watch released in 1989 based on The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, what was the last Game & Watch ranking I gave? Was it less than a 3?
No, it was Safe Buster, you gave it a 1, and Goldcliff, you gave it a 1 because you said, fuck you can't be releasing Game & Watches this late.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
can, will, and
so
do.
I'm gonna give it another one.
They can, will, and do.
Melanie gave it a 6, and Joe gave it a 5 for being the best Game & Watch ever made, which it is.
That is true. That is pretty true.
Okay, well, I wasn't able to ascertain that from the tiny ass box on my screen.
I'm glad that the greatest Game & Watch ever made is a 6.
Yes. Yeah. Here is
Manhole's fine. It's definitely not the best ever made.
here is the launch of the Game Boy. Here's Alleyway. Hey Melanie,
I'm aware.
can I get that quote please?
This isn't the one that made me say it.
I know.
My only regret, Seren, is that since that clip is on your stream, it can't show up in our shuffle.
Ugh.
Like, can I just like stream that clip
Yes.
on this channel sometime to
Full-
put it in the shuffle?
Full permission.
Or
Hey,
Wow, okay.
sure.
Alex, lover of Breakout. Here's our
I
next one.
think every platform should have a Breakout. It is a fine time waster. I don't hate Breakout. It's just the amount of Breakouts that exist that annoys
Here
me.
is Baseball for the Game Boy.
Hey, Cobra Striker still kind of rules. I stand by that.
Which game?
Cobra Triangle. I don't know why I said Striker. Cobra Triangle kind of rules.
Yeah,
I like it.
Cobra Triangle fucking is sick as hell.
What is Cobra Triangle?
You already rated it.
You rated it like 5 minutes ago.
Was the boat game?
The boat game, yeah, it kind of rules.
This is a single-player baseball game for the Game Boy. Also, if you can't tell what it is based on the size of your window, maybe consider making a bigger window.
No, I can tell what this is. This is baseball. I can recognize the shape of baseball. It's 6. Is what I'm feeling in my gut.
Okay. Melanie gave this a 7 for being serviceable, and Joe gave it a 2 for being single-player baseball.
I mean, Joe, what are you expecting? I guess maybe like link cable functionality, but who's gonna sit there and play an entire game of baseball with the link cable?
The link cable does not exist.
When did the link cable come out?
Like a year or 2 later.
Got it.
Shades here about prices.
I wager they
Here is Super
Um,
Mario Land.
Super Mario Land. I'll give it an 8.
Super Mario Land rules for what it is. Like, it's very primitive, honestly, as a Game Boy game, but like, it's so fucking good for a Game Boy game. I love that game.
Joe and Melanie both gave it a 10.
Thank God. That would have been really embarrassing if I didn't.
Here is...
Oh, hi, Kaine.
Oh no, I was wrong about the link cable. Like, so this supports link cable. Tennis.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh, I love tennis. I'm gonna give this a 9.
Sure thing. And then the last game from 1989. Joe gave it a 10, and Melanie gave it an 8 because you can't hold because Melanie
Wow, I was really mad about that, huh?
Melanie cannot actually follow her own rubric about rating based on if it came out at the time because you wouldn't know about holding in 1989. So that is genuinely a bullshit reason to dock points.
Okay, you're correct, but like in my defense, like what game on this earth have I played more than Tetris? Like what have I put more hours into on Tetris? I like it's just my brain is tainted. You can't unbake that cake. You
Yes,
are
you
correct
can.
that broke my own rubric, but if like I feel like it's not as embarrassing that I had that on my mind.
Here is 1990.
I still can't decide if I think this one's better than Mario World. I go back and forth on it all the time. Like, whatever I say right now, I'll have the opposite opinion tomorrow.
Well, Super Bioman 4 was your pick.
I'll
It's
say
true.
9.
What?
9?
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Tear out your
Why not 10?
Why 10?
Because it's great and doesn't have things wrong with it.
It's 2D Mario, so it has something wrong with it.
Holy fuck, dude.
You gave Super Mario Brothers a 10.
Well,
My ratings may be batshit, but at least they're in good faith. Like, yeah, I'm a broken human being, but I believe what I'm saying.
look, ever since the Zelda incident, I can't do these in good faith. I
Yes,
have
you
to be
can,
a
and
cynical
I will-
asshole the
No, and
entire
I'm
time.
Still giving you, look, you're the one that took the rope and fastened it into a noose with Zelda. You can undo that if you want.
Hey, Alex, what would you give Pokemon Channel?
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not-
I'll ask you two. Do you want me to do this in good faith or for good content?
Yes!
Good faith or good content? You can't both.
Good faith!
Why are those not the same thing?
Because like in good faith, I'd actually like play the video game and try and take it into the context of what it came out and not just go off of 10 seconds of watching it in the YouTube screen while I'm trying to play another game entirely.
I would love if we made this a stream of Alex playing a sample of every single one of these video games.
I mean,
I
that would-
don't-
That's what,
I don't
if
want
that's
that.
What you're if that's what you're volunteering for, I say we do that.
I just don't think that this is in good faith. Just the plain idea of it is not in good faith.
You gave Zelda a 3.
It doesn't
That
get
is-
worse faith than that.
That is so bad faith. Because, quote, I need graph paper to play it.
Yeah, I need graph paper. Melanie likes holding, and I don't like having to have graph paper by my side when I'm trying to play a video game.
Yeah, I like holding, and I still gave it an 8. You fucking asshole.
So I'm going and giving Super Mario Bros. 3 a 10 for
Men
Alex.
will literally give Legend of Zelda a 3 before going to therapy.
So, yeah, every Monday, I guess Alex is going to play all of these games. This will be really good.
That's
when we
not
get
what I
into-
said. I am not signing up for more of this
Yeah,
shit.
this will be really good when we get into Switch and you have to buy them all.
Oh god.
All right.
He says Nier is really is capable of giving people existential crises of this magnitude. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Don't wait
This
for me.
bad faith motherfucker says that Nier Replicant controls better than Astrobot, so
It has better movement, absolutely, yeah.
that is bad faith for sure.
No, that's not bad faith. That's a earnestly held belief. Check this out. I'm running, and I can do a double jump and a dash.
Yeah. So can I an Astrobot. That really feels like you're just self-admitting to a skill issue.
No,
Yes.
those are like level context sensitive abilities that you get.
No.
There's a midair dash in Astrobot you can just do whenever.
No, because you don't need to, and having it or not having it doesn't mean it controls better.
I mean, I can get
That's
into it,
not
but
what
I'm in the middle of a
controlling
boss
better
fight.
means.
Okay, I can get into... I'm just saying has better player movement. I'm not saying whether one controls better or not. So in Astrobot, all of the fun stuff is handled by the level,
No.
which is great. But like as a player, you don't really have any tools to express
You
yourself or
The
improvise.
left analog stick and the X button. What do you want? Melanie, save me from his bullshit, please.
Oh, I hate Dr. Mario on a good day.
No, he hasn't perceived Dr. Mario. He's saying that in Astrobot you can't do anything fun without a power-up. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know if I don't know if I should pull back this curtain, but before we started the stream, Alex explicitly told me he was doing that for clickbait.
Oh no. I mean,
The reason we started a little late is because he wanted to play another level of Astrobot.
oh yeah, I think Astrobot is a great game. I think as a
He
3D
thought there was a problem
platformer,
with it because you can't air dash.
I mean, it's not like a problem with the game. The game decides that it's going to build the levels around itself rather than.
And in which 3D Mario can you air dash?
Oh, I don't care about.
What do you think? You're Magneto or something?
What? Okay, I'm not sure. I can't like combat this boss and also try and have an argument about Astrobot at the same time with two different people.
Like you wanted to
fine,
give this boss of all things your attention. This boss
Fine,
sucks.
you can
This
concede
boss
the
does suck.
argument.
Sure, yeah, I'll concede the argument.
Great, now Dr. Mario.
Uh,
I want to be very clear
sucks.
here, real quick.
One.
I want to be really clear here. This version of Dr. Mario has color.
Oh my god.
There will be another version this year that does not.
I will have it surrounded.
Still a one?
I hate Dr. Mario.
I also hate Dr. Mario. Melanie and I both
Melanie's
agree on
7.
this. Whoa, what the fuck?
Melanie gave it a 7.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, Melanie,
did I
great
do that?
question. Do I need to go pull up the fucking VOD? I will do that on this stream right now if you tell me to.
I just don't know what the fuck was I thinking.
All
Like I
right.
feel like if I'm being really generous, I feel like it's like a 4. If I want to be super generous. Why would I have said that?
Great question. This would have been in what, ranking 2 if I had to guess?
I have no idea.
Ranking part 1, ranking part 2. Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, 89. There we are. Here's you ranking all the games that Alex just ranked. Alright, Dr. Mario. Let me pull up the transcript and read this aloud. Okay. There's a few of these franchises where I'm going to have counters on screen for how many of them we've done, because there are franchises that show up way more than people think. You said, I see we're doing Dr. Mario for the NES. I said something, let me tell you something, there are so many of these fucking things, so, you don't need to grade on that curve. Yet a lot of the time the counter says something like 10. I have not ever liked Dr. Mario.
What are we reading?
I'm reading Melanie's words back to her.
Oh.
I think Dr. Mario is a bad puzzle game. I think it has game design issues that I have big problems with. So I can't even say what did you give the WiiWare 1. What did I give the WiiWare 1? You gave the WiiWare 1 a pretty positive score because of how early it was and because of the fact that you could send free copies to your friends. Let's see here.
Look, just
Hold on. Are we going back and reviewing me? Me realizing I had previously given Dr. Mario a higher score than I intended again?
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what happened. You reacted. You said, I hate Dr. Mario. I said, really? You gave the WiiWare one an 8, and you said, fine, I'll give this a 7.
Are
So,
you fucking serious?
yes, that is exactly what happened.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Melanie, do you want to amend your score?
What happened in
I've been
April
trying
13th?
not to on principle, but like, what the fuck was I thinking? This is like if I'm being super generous, like trying to put my personal feelings aside, this is a 4.
Yes. Yeah, you gave it a 7 because you gave the WiiWare one an 8. So of course this is only slightly worse than that.
human body. Do you know how long I've been like this? How much I loathe myself?
Okay, sure.
I'm
You're gonna
sorry,
give
This,
Kaine.
the ceiling for this is a 4.
All right, I gotta adjust your score to a 4. Alex, what do you give Dr. Mario NES? Still 1?
I guess they're going in good faith, so I'll give it another 4 as well.
The
Okay.
shit that I said on testosterone. My fucking god.
Yeah, I literally like. Anyways, here's another light gun game. Barker Bill's trick shooting.
Oh, by the way, Alex, not to interrupt, but I just as like a fun fact, I think the cutscene after this fight, like once you have the context of everything from like the rest of the game, it kind of really changes its meaning. I would say it's like kind of interesting in that way.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it for it. It's almost done.
I'm on it.
Was this a light gun game?
Yes,
I don't even
that's what I
remember.
said. This is a generic ass light gun game. Once
Okay.
excuse me. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Yeah, Fangs. Why do you remember this so viscerally? Alex, this is on screen until you finish reviewing it.
Oh,
Kaine!
I think she
Light gun
intends to
game?
perish where she
Light gun
lives,
game, generic.
and in truth, perhaps death
5.
is the greatest comfort we can offer her.
I apologize,
Okay.
Alex. I meant the cutscene when you get to Kaine here.
Okay.
Not what you just saw.
It's like, wow,
Don't get to decide
that that
Um,
beast getting impaled is really different now that I know that.
Al-
worth, and we're
Alex, when Nintendo releases 2 generic light gun games in or a generic light gun game in 1989, 4. Alex, when they do it again the next year, 5. It's better. It's better with age.
What was was the 4 the first one? I thought when I was first
Yeah,
thinking
that
was a
was To the
Wii U
Earth.
game.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Uh,
an NES game.
Yeah, the To the Earth can get bumped up to a 5.
Okay. I'm not gonna put this up. But Alex, when you rated Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you gave it a 10.
Yeah.
3 years later, they're re-releasing it as Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream. What do you give that?
This is the cutscene, by the way.
9, 10. It's the same game. We'll keep it at 10.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Kaine, over here! Don't give up! You're stronger than that! Don't you dare give up now!
This woman is more trouble than she's worth.
That's it. Come on!
What NES game is
Don't worry about it.
that?
This is the not fucking up your stream layout while there's not a game up. Okay.
Again. There's that dream again. Every time I wake up from it filled with pain and sadness.
Chinese dream.
This feeling like I've somehow forgotten something extremely important. When I look at my broken sword, it reminds me of my battle with the Shadow Lord.
Oh wait.
Somehow it's been 3 whole years since I saved you.
What? Okay.
That was supposed to be it. Goal achieved. Game over.
The junk heap.
So then, why was I crying? 3 years have passed, and I still haven't found the answer to that question.
Aww.
Not exactly the restful sleep I was hoping for, damn it. Guess I'll go kill some shit.
Welcome to
Wait.
Route E.
We get to do it!
Neil.
Finally! Finally.
I don't know if you want to keep this game on the stream layout, this Subway Surfers thing. It can stay there if you want. But so you've made it.
Yeah. I mean, sir, if you want to stay on, you can, but I feel like we're probably going to want to focus on the rest of this now. I can
Yeah, I'm
Naruto
gonna
run
get-
as Kaine?
Bastards.
Oh, she's sick.
Have fun.
All right, see you, Seren.
Bye, Saran.
Okay. New shit.
So the reason that I kept that from you is because how it just all of a sudden you're here, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's like part of the experience. Am
Well
I
done.
is my camera screwed up on stream?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like the intended experience here, and obviously no one's ever going to actually have this experience because they know that this is the remake that has the new content. But I think the intended experience is that just someday you go back and replay the game, and then all of a sudden there's new content here. I think that's what this was meant to be.
Wild expectation of the player for that to happen.
A little bit. And like
for
you
them
didn't
to
even
wanna
realize it was
replay-
happening at first.
No, I did not.
And which I love that moment where Kaine just like suddenly wakes up in this cold sweat and she's like holding on to her sword. But so as I mentioned, Route E was ending E was originally part of a short story within Grimoire Nier. So this is not simply stuff made for the remake. This is the realization of the game's originally intended ending. So this ending E, is exactly as it has existed in the book for 10 years. We are just now finally receiving it in this playable form.
Every last one.
So I would recommend not thinking of this as just like new content that came years later.
Shades around
I would
me.
think of this as the intended
This
ending.
village.
3 years have passed.
Mm-hmm.
This. Why didn't they make this part of Route B?
It needs to be after the Nier is erased, the memories of him.
Yeah. That. Oh, whoa. That's sick.
Dangerous here.
I guess what I mean is that Route B is a lot of it is from Kaine's perspective and Tyron's.
So
it would have been nice to have this.
I think you should have played as Kaine in Route B, but I think there is a problem when you're making the remake of, do you change that content or do you present its original form? I don't think that's an easy answer. So I don't begrudge them for deciding to keep the game as it was and adding this bit on.
Suppose I shouldn't just leave that guy to die.
Wow,
Probably
second time
not.
tonight, Alex.
They're children.
And so, just to recap where we're at, Yona has been saved from the Shadow Lord by, as far as Kaine knows, her. Emil is dead. Grimoire Weiss is dead.
Thanks for
Nier never existed.
Right.
Oh, believe me, I want to. The thing is, I've got a job to take care of. See, we haven't been able to get in touch with anyone in the Forest of Myth. Somebody's got to go over there and make sure they're all right.
And that someone is you. You won't make it 10 feet before some shade mauls your ass.
What? Really? Oh, man. Thanks a million. Oh, wait. You should take these. I'll wait for you.
Love that guy's just like, oh, thank God, I don't have to do it.
Gotta go to the Forest of Myth. Can I go and talk to Popola? Or see where Popola would have... Who's taken over for Popola?
They'll just freak everybody out.
Okay.
Kaine has never been in that village, and she's not about to start.
Yeah.
So something that is in the original short story that they don't really have carry over into the gameplay version of this is Kaine's musing on Tyron. Specifically, 3 years had passed since she'd parted ways with the Shade who once shared her body. The constant physical pain she felt had left along with him, but so had her ability to use magic. Her skill with the blade and impressive physical strength, however, remained. And since she'd never been all that good at magic, she didn't miss it too much. But why did Tyron leave? Each time she tried to recall what happened, her thoughts went hazy, as if her brain had suddenly filled with fog. On rare occasions, she would feel like she was about to stumble on the memory, but it always disappeared like a mirage. Kaine moaned as she clutched at her temples. Something had definitely happened, but what? She couldn't remember. So that's just the state that Kaine is in right now.
Gotcha. I'm gonna take this moment to run to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Be back in a couple.
So chat, we finally made it here. We're at the end. This finishes tonight. In case you weren't here back at the beginning to hear us talk about it, it has been almost exactly 1 year since we started this journey. We started this journey with Route A of Nier Automata on September 11th, 2023. As of 2 days from now, it will be exactly 1 year. And that was slightly longer than we expected it to take. We expected it to take half a year, but I think when you think about how many weeks we took off, I think it all adds up. So, Next week we're gonna have Mondays free, which that's pretty cool.
Mondays will be free. What are you planning to do with your Monday?
Drive home from Sonic Symphony.
Oh, nice. Is
That's,
Neil gonna go
that's
to
this
with that
weekend.
to you? With you?
I have pitched it to him for December when it's in Newark.
Hmm.
I'm going up to the Boston show.
Oh, nice.
I might. There's a chance that I like fall behind on Fata Morgana again and just read it on the bus up to Boston.
If it's any consolation, the next chapter is very short. At least
I
comparatively.
heard that.
Yeah.
Then I have to miss another book club meeting, and I felt really bad when I had to do that. It was just all that fun that I was missing.
All that FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, anybody home?
Oh no. Oh no, who could have done this? So Kenny's having dreams of Nier.
Sort of.
What are those things doing here? Wait, did they kill the villagers?
What are these things?
She's having dreams that she can't fully remember when she wakes up.
These are new enemies. I'm not sure what to do with this. They look like they came from the junk heap, though, and I do not like that.
There may or may not be some reused assets
Oh,
here.
no.
Come on, more? They just keep on coming. Why would robots be coming out of a place like that? The hell's going on here? What's a place like this doing inside a tree?
Welcome to the Sea of Humanity. Welcome to the cemetery of sin and punishment.
The hell?
Well, we like that game.
You are a replicant. A manufactured existence. Individual name, Kanye.
Uh-huh.
Who are you? Show yourselves.
Is this the Council of Humanity on the moon?
Do not be hasty. Soon we shall meet.
Creepy little freaks.
This is an integrated information management database designed to resemble a perennial plant.
Oh.
It transmits phenomena recorded in its memory unit.
I don't understand a damn thing you're saying.
Observations of you have been recorded as well. You brought an end to Project Gestalt. You killed the original Gestalt. Now the remaining Gestalts run wild because they have nowhere left to go. Your actions have caused the deaths of countless replicants.
Show your damn faces already!
Do not be hasty. Soon we
You think I would have prepared more things to say here, but I have nothing.
I mean, I'm still just taking it all in, so I
That's
don't
fair.
really have a whole lot to say either.
How nice of you to join us. Yes, how nice of you to join us. We are the administrators.
Oh.
How full of life you are. We won't get anywhere like this. Now then, let us fight. My name is Maelstrom.
What the hell are you saying?
What's the etymology behind those names?
Oh, you know.
What the sweet crap is up with these freaks?
Humanity liked putting a lot of administrators in place, huh?
Well, they kind of had to do that because, you know, they're all dead.
Ouch. Try and entertain you. Ooh. Where'd you go? Ouch.
Worthless heap of scrap!
How truly fascinating you are. You are just as we expected. Come this way. You are strong. We have taken the liberty of sampling that strength. We have reproduced you at the point in your journey in which you are strongest.
Oh.
Son of a... Are those things me?
Why did they get two swords? That's unfair.
Because one of your swords is broken.
Okay. I want theirs.
They've recreated you when you're at your strongest, so that's not right now. Okay.
Masa research for that.
Those are Drakengard words. You don't need to worry about them.
Okay. Understood.
Any of this, you're gonna be real fucking disappointed.
No more questions.
There are a couple lines in this that it's like, what does that mean? It means they're looking at the camera and saying Drakengard.
Got it.
Maso is the scientific name within Drakengard for magic.
I ought to be insulted.
It matters not how many copies. They will simply disperse and immediately reconstruct themselves. There is still much fun to be had. We have finally come to an end.
God damn, you're annoying. I want to tear these freaks apart, eat the pieces, and shit them into a trash can.
Kaine is really fun to play as.
She's real good.
Fucking hell.
Never forget what they took from you.
Have we reached the end? Have you reached it yet?
Damn it.
How unfortunate.
You little fuckers.
Whoa!
Kaine, are you okay?
Okay, which Emil are you?
Emil?
You betcha. Anywho.
It's our boy.
It's
He's the Emil with 4 arms.
Yeah.
I sense tremendous power in that magic circle. I think it's acting as an energy source. If we can destroy it, all the other kinaes should disappear too.
Got it.
I'll take care of the magic circle. You focus on kicking some kaine butt. I mean, the other kinaes' butts. Not your kaine butt. You, the real kaine.
Yeah, I get it, Emil. Just focus.
It's good to see you, Emil. Number 7. Who's number 7?
Emil.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
Who is that? What are those voices?
Just a couple of little fucks.
Couple little fucks.
I love Emil so much.
I love them both together.
They're such a good team.
Gosh, it feels like it's been forever since we fought together.
This seems familiar. I think there was someone else who used to fight with us. My memories.
Unusual phenomenal fluctuation observed. Singularly signature detected in Replicant colony. Fascinating. Terribly fascinating.
Kaine, I did it! Is that a doorway?
Beyond here lies that which was lost. The final hope for you to reclaim.
Whoa! What is this place? At least there don't seem to be any bad guys around.
Am I gonna have to do some hacking?
I didn't get a chance to ask yet with all the fighting and shit, but what happened to you back
God
then?
willing.
And where have you been? And why the hell do you have 4 arms?
Kaine, look, it's gonna take way too long to get into all that now.
Fine.
Oh, this is the Shadow Lords.
I was worried, you know?
Aw, Kaine. But look at us now. Team Camille, back together again.
Camille!
I guess so.
Kaine, I feel like I've forgotten something really important.
Tell me about it.
You too?
Yeah, I can't really describe it. but it's like my mind is filled with this weird fog.
I think I made a promise to somebody? Like that we would go eat something delicious?
Sea salt ice cream.
Well then, we'll just have to get those memories back.
Yeah! I feel
Thanks,
an
Suki.
enormous magical power ahead.
Just don't do anything rash. Got it?
Got it. Same goes for you, Kaine. I don't want to be alone anymore.
Is this the Shadow Lord's castle?
Kaine, I'm sensing some powerful magic up ahead.
This is a very special place. To you and to the world. That is the core frame of this forest, within which a great variety of information is stored. Inside it exists all that this world is, including the memories you have lost. Though rather than memories,
You don't get to decide who lives and who dies.
That voice. It's the one from my dreams.
I've heard that voice before.
these are your memories. A record you repeatedly rewrote.
We made it this far because you were with us, Kaine.
Damn it. What is this?
Do you suffer?
Just reminding me that this is the best song in Replicant.
Shut the fuck up!
That fucking shit horse! Just die already!
Automata.
Where am I? Neil,
Couple details might have been revised since the original version 10 years ago.
These are your records. This is your world.
the hell is this?
Sweet memories from deep within. Bitter memories that were sealed away.
Shades?
Shades. Human souls that have gone gestalt. These shades are but data reproduced through your records. They are the true humans who slaughtered on your journey. You are a foreign entity in this world. An error created by a discrepancy between memory and record.
I have not understood a single fucking thing you shitty little ass grabbers have said since we started this goddamn adventure.
I'm so happy that Kaine does not respect them.
Why should she? Okay, let me do the thing. Oh no. Not this fucker.
God damn it. Enough with this bullshit already.
You have heard many voices. Fear, hate, rage, suffering. Each of them has meaning.
All right, who next?
Stop it, stop it, stop it! I kill shades. That's all there is to it.
Okay. Let me hit you.
This is the deepest place in your memories. Memories you had sealed away. And this one is your worst memory.
Oh no. Grandma? Grandma!
Thanks, it's mine too. Exactly my feelings, Kaine. This shit again.
Times as it takes. You goddamn shit fucking despicable piece of garbage!
All right, asshole.
I'm so happy that like we feel exactly what Kaine feels right now. Like, all right, yes, we're doing this again.
It was smart to make this the last thing you do before the switch.
Oh yeah.
Kill it already!
Like certainly the reason for that was to have the moment. Oh, you gotta shoot those.
Shoot? With what? I don't have a gun.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it?
This bastard. Fuck.
But it's just I think the real reason they put ending E here is so they could have the cutscene where Kaine's reaching out to Nier and then Nier just vanishes. But it sure does help matters that you just fought this fucking thing. Anyway,
Just
sucks to suck.
die? Oh, I didn't realize. I was too busy looking at his hands.
You should be looking at your health and your medium recoveries.
Yeah, I should.
Can you defeat this nightmare?
Yes, I can defeat this nightmare. I've done it before.
Goddamn trap.
I don't
Ouch.
know. Evidence so far, not great.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
There is no escaping this nightmare.
Got one of them. What's this move? What's this move? Is that new?
I first fought this bastard. Fuck. Why can't I remember?
Yeah, Grimoire Vice. Where is he?
Grimoire Vice is dead.
Yeah, that's,
Like he wasn't erased from existence. He's just dead.
I want him back.
nasty shit right here, and you're gonna pay! I won't lose to you.
The fight's a little harder this time around.
I can see that.
I think it's charging up its magic.
I can't hit that.
Down here, you worthless, piss-guzzling shit rag!
Emil! Emil! Emil, please.
Okay, that hurt.
Oh no.
Get out, half-breed. You disgust me. You disgust us all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the 2B animation.
Just leave us in peace.
Enough already! Please, just shut up!
I can't. I can't get away from the hate.
This is bad.
They're beating my ass in the URTs. Cut to Grimoire Vice. And then Grimoire Vice shows up. Oh, okay.
When Kaine's eyes flutter open, she sees a dozen villagers quizzically staring back. After a moment, she realizes she's collapsed on the ground, where sharp stones dig at her flesh like, whatever, that's not important right now. She pulls herself to a knee before rising on unsteady feet and sparing a glance at her surroundings. The fuck? She mutters. What happened? Wasn't I just fighting shades? Her mind races as her hand gropes unconsciously for the blade that has been her constant companion for so very long. Though she can't explain it, it's clear she has somehow been transported to an entirely new world. Well, not entirely new. She recognizes the hawk-shaped weather vane twisting slowly in the wind above her, as well as the small, round homes, with wisps of smoke drifting into the air. And of course, there are the villagers currently staring at her with a mixture of fear and disgust. Oh yes, they are a familiar sight indeed. She is in the Eyrie. She is home. Is something the matter, girl? Oh, fuck, I got that voice totally wrong. Kaine spins around at the voice and sees a woman ravaged by time. Her narrow hips barely seem strong enough to hold her body upright, while the shawl wrapped around her thin frame appears ready to fall apart at any moment. Grandma? Is that really you? Her grandmother's eyes grow almost comically wide before blinking several times in succession. What's wrong, you fool girl? Is your head lost in dreams? Dreams? Could this be a dream? But it feels so real. But she's dead. Grandma's dead. I watched that goddamn shade kill her. So if this isn't a dream, how the hell is she here? Unless those shades killed me too. That must be it. I'm dead. I'm dead and this is hell. Oh, stop with that nonsense already. Kaine flinches as her grandmother raises a hand in the air, expecting pain to come as a correction for her foolishness. But instead of a blow, her grandmother simply places the hand upon her granddaughter's cheek. The warmth of it instantly spreads from her cheek to her face, before filling her entire body with a kind of beautiful light. What's wrong, girl? Asks her grandmother. Are you upset? Do you want to go home? Kaine feels tears coming to her eyes and struggles to hold them back. Though she still has no idea what is happening, she knows one thing for certain. This is her grandmother. Sorry, Grandma. Not sure where my head was at there. I'll just make sure you keep it attached, her grandmother chuckles as she pulls her hand away. Maybe this is a dream. Or maybe I'm already dead. I don't know. But either way, I'm not alone. As long as Grandma is with me, that's enough. Didn't I just tell you to stop spacing out, girl? Her grandmother says with a cackle. Here now, hold this. She hands Kaine a large sack filled to bursting with all manner of fruits and vegetables. Damn, Grandma, this is a lot. Well, it's important to treat yourself every now and again. Besides, these villagers may hate us, but these bastards are more willing to take our money. We'll lend support as we can, even if they have to hold their noses while we do it. Her grandmother trails off as if trying to remember something, then slowly turns around. Well, what do you know? In all the excitement, I forgot to buy my medicine. A thin smile wavers on her face for a moment, before vanishing into a lifetime's worth of crevices and wrinkles, causing Kaine to take a concerned step forward. No, Grandma, that's fine. You go home and rest. I'll get the medicine. Her grandmother hesitates, clearly trying to weigh her own need for rest against her granddaughter's odd behavior of a moment before. Before she can start to argue, Kaine charges ahead, ignoring the small voice in her head that's telling her what a bad idea all of this is. Really, Grandma, it's fine. Go home. I've got this. She pulls her grandmother's ancient wallet from her fingers, an act that requires a surprising amount of strength. Besides, you know how stubborn I am. Once my mind is set, there's no changing it. I wonder where you get that from. Seeing that further argument will be useless, her grandmother slowly turns and begins the long journey home. Kaine watches the figure recede from her vision, waiting for what seems an eternity to ensure everything is all right. Once the frail shadow finally vanishes over the horizon, she turns a heel and makes for the apothecary. Oh there, says the elderly apothecary as Kaine enters the store. Here for Kali's medicine, are you? Though few villagers had ever bothered to learn her grandmother's name, she and the apothecary were old friends. Perhaps that was the reason he'd always shown her kindness when so many others did not. Yeah, if it's not a bother. The shopkeeper immediately sets about his work, deftly pulling bottles and herbs from the shelves and mixing them with a practiced hand. Soon a peculiar smell begins to drift through the store, one that immediately reminds Kaine of her childhood. There you are, says the apothecary, as he holds out a small cloth bag. Sorry for the wait. Oh, and say, that's a fine portrait you drew of your grandmother. Looks just like her, so it does. Honestly, I've never seen Kali so over the moon about anything. She rags about it every time she stops by. You saw that? Says Kaine, her eyes narrowing. Said portrait was something she had whipped up one day after getting her hands on some crayons, and to call it rough would be an act of purest generosity. The idea her grandmother was displaying it around town makes Kaine's stomach want to sink down to her feet before slinking off into a hole somewhere. You bet I saw it, said the pleased apothecary says. She brought it all the way here just to show me. My, but it's been a long time since I've seen something so wonderful. Kaine's mind begins to whirl. The picture was shit. She was sure it was shit. And yet, the man's reaction displayed the opposite opinion. Is he just being nice to me? The apothecary, as if sensing her skepticism, doubles down. I could really tell you put your heart into it. It was simply wonderful. Thanks, offers Kaine, who just wants the entire conversation to be over. She briefly considers how she's going to make her grandmother seize her little traveling art show, but then realizes that train has likely left the station. Shaking her head to banish her increasingly shrill thoughts, she grips the bag of medicine tightly and turns to leave. But just as she reaches the door, she hears a loud thud from somewhere back in the shop. Kaine turns around to see the apothecary crouching on the floor. Hey there. You okay? When the man does not reply, Kaine moves toward him. She assumes he just slipped on something, or perhaps hit his head on one of the low-hanging shelves in the crowded shop. But the moment she draws close to him, she hears him begin to scream inside her mind. My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg! Oh god, where is my leg? Panicked, Kaine looks down and discovers that the man's leg is gone. Help me! Screams the voice in her head. Help me! As Kaine looks on in horror, the man's fingers begin to shimmer and vanish. He reaches out for her with his other hand, only to find that it too is no longer there. Soon his arms go. Then his legs. Then the side of his face warbles out of existence, causing a stray eyeball to roll out of its socket and onto the floor.
Ew.
Heal, says the voice, if it can even be called that anymore. I can. A moment later, what remains of the pitiful shopkeeper collapses into a heap of ash, releasing a small puff into the suddenly silent air. As Kaine stumbles back in horror, she hears a cacophony of terror rising up outside. Oh god, what's happening? My arms! Where are my arms? Why can't I see? Kaine bursts out of the store and finds herself in a nightmare. Homes slough off the sides of cliffs, taking out pieces of scaffolding as they fall. Screams echo out everywhere, creating an opera fit for hell. Villagers run in mad circles before exploding into dust, their clothing drifting this way and that as it floats untethered through the air. As she stares at the scene wide-eyed, a single thought suddenly inserts it into the forefront of her mind. Grandma! Kaine breaks into a run, the crumbling world around her suddenly forgotten. She leaps from one piece of falling debris to the next, using them as stepping stones to cross a world that is increasingly losing cohesion. As she continues her mad dash, flecks of ash are blown into her face. Her mouth, her eyes. Ash, 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 ash. Buildings and people all reduced to so many cinders in the wind. Soon she arrives at her childhood home. It was once a place filled of precious memories, a place she regarded as an oasis in an increasingly mad world, but now it is nothing but a pile of ash. As she gapes unbelievably at the sight, a faint sound suddenly reaches her ears. Kaine. She's alive. Grandma's alive. With a speed born out of panic, she leaps into the giant pile and begins shoving it aside. It stings her eyes and burns her lungs, but she continues on, heedless of the danger. Finally, she pulls a small blackened form out of the darkness. Come on, Grandma, she whispers. We're getting out of here. Without waiting for a response, Kaine gathers her grandmother in her arms and breaks into a mad run, hoping to escape the chaos. But the wave of ash has become a tsunami, and before she can make it more than a few desperate steps, it reaches out with a cruel hand and overwhelms them. Kaine stumbles and falls, sending her and her grandmother tumbling into the ashes. One glance at her feet is enough to reveal the culprit. Her right leg has vanished at a point just below the knee. It'll take more than that to stop me, mutters Kaine as she slings her grandmother over her shoulder and begins to crawl away. We're going to make it. We're going to live. As she crawls, her grandmother seems to grow lighter, as if trying to magically reduce the weight of her own burden. And as Kaine continues to struggle, she hears a small, soft voice enter her ear. Thank you, Kaine. Thank. As the voice drifted away, the last pile of the ash that used to be her grandmother drifts away on a soft breeze. Kaine screams, an impossibly sad and lonely sound, and begins trying to pull the ashes back to her. This can't be happening. It can't be happening. But the ashes are mingling with all the other detritus from the collapsed village, and soon she can no longer tell which particles belong to who. Come on! Come on! Come the fuck on already! As she continues her frantic digging, her hand suddenly closes around a piece of soft, ragged fabric. Her grandmother's shawl. I knew this place was a lie. I knew it, and I still couldn't do anything. I couldn't save anyone. I couldn't even escape. I just felt the peace in the place, and I accepted it. I wanted it. That's why there was nothing here. No reason to live. No goal. know anything. So this is why I'm...
Say,
Oh!
Suddenly, a new voice enters Kaine's world.
I say, can you hear me?
The return of
After
the
a
king.
moment, the voice calls out again. Louder. Clearer.
Now then, you wish to get him back, hmm?
Him, replied Kaine. Who are you talking about?
For the love of all the heavens, I always did know you were a handful.
Though the voice immediately begins to grate on Kaine's nerves, there is something else as well. A kind of warmth. Almost a familiarity.
Are you truly so daft that you have already forgotten one of your beloved traveling companions and friends?
Says the voice, which causes something deep in Kaine's memories to surge forth. That's right. I had friends, and I was fighting to get one of them back. At this realization, a blinding, radiant beam of light shoots out across the ash-covered world. Covering her eyes with one trembling hand, Kaine reaches for it.
Do hurry back now, hussy.
Perfect. Let's go. We're so back. But let me please play as Kaine's.
What is the matter? Do you still not remember? You have not time to become lost in your thoughts.
Right. Okay. Let's get him back!
We are so back!
Sorry about Grandma, though.
Sorry about Grandma. But Kaine's gotta had a few years to get used to that.
Yes? Then give us a show, hussy.
I don't need your help to take out this goddamn fuckwaffle!
Fuck waffle. That's a new phrase.
Use my power to knock the creature down with magic.
Na, 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 na.
Now clobber the beast.
Let's fuck it up good!
I love this version of Kaine's theme so much.
Very good.
Shit, this thing is tough.
Let the next onslaught be our last.
Hey, Vice.
Yes.
Thanks.
Have you been in your cups again?
Ooh,
Fuck your face.
ooh, ooh.
That's more like it.
I love that bit so much. Like, you know, Vice, I'm gonna treat you with the respect of a valued friend. What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you sound of mind, hussy? What you're attempting is extremely...
Cram it, book. I'm doing this.
I see.
All right, Vicey. Okay.
Let not your resolution waver before mere illusions again, hussy.
Don't worry. I'll do what needs to be done.
Oh, look, they're dissolving. Just like in this story. Remember the story, Melanie?
I do remember the story, yeah.
Why did they come back?
They're just constructs of your memory.
My memory sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of a big part of this.
I should have better memories.
I agree.
Why did I live a happier life?
You should have thought about that before. Before you decided to be discriminated against.
Yeah.
like I did.
Do not relent in your assault.
Time to close this out.
All right, how many times do I have to stab your hand? What? What? She's got great flips.
I'll give them this. At least this isn't a total carbon copy of the original fight.
No, it's not. Credit where credit is due. For a game that likes to reuse its assets far too much.
Yeah, but now we're in the new content.
This is new content era.
Yeah, new replicant content gets to be good.
Yes. I'm genuinely so surprised at how good Kaine feels to play.
There is a mod to play as her the whole game if you wanted to do that. But then you'd have to go to the junk heap again.
Mel, I'm already feeling high on this game right now. Don't ever insinuate that I should play it again. Why aren't you dead? Why aren't you dead? This again? Alright. Which one of these is my grandma?
The big monster thing.
Oh, okay.
Remember? That was like the whole... You just played that part in Act 1.
I forget that the grandma turns into the monster. I thought the monster killed the grandma.
Let us finish this.
I believe the monster killed Grandma and then pretended to be her, but whatever. You get it.
Tried to steal my grandma's identity?
Just like Xehanort.
Just like Xehanort.
Exactly the same as Xehanort.
Shut up, Microsoft Teams.
So this is a replicant's potential.
I hear a song. Is it the Kaine song?
That's another Dragon Guard word.
Oh. Oh.
Shut up, shut up! I already made up my mind. Nobody tells me what to do. I swore I would be a sword. I swore that I would be your sword. Do you hear me? So I am going to get you back, and I don't care what it takes. Who the fuck do you think you are to just up and disappear like that, huh? I'm the one who gets to decide what my life means to me. It's my life, and I'll do whatever I want with it. So quit wasting time like a brainless fuckwit and get your ass back here now!
Aw. What a loving thing to say.
So, Alex, before you do this part, I just want to reveal the reason that I bought the book physically
Okay.
was to show you as a prop right now. So, from the original story, the Lost World, as it is called in the book. Just then, Kaine felt a gentle push behind her shoulders, the smallest, kindest of pressures. She used its pressure to propel herself forward, screaming all the while. Who the fuck do you think you are to just up and disappear like that, huh? I'm the one who gets to decide what my life means to me. It's my life, and I'll do whatever I want with it. So quit wasting time like a brainless fuckwit and get your ass back here now.
That's perfect. You want to recover the person you cherish? No.
I have no idea what's about to happen if you choose this. So if you want to have another stream next week,
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and just do yes. If you choose this option, your current save data will be erased and the save data will, deleted and ending D will be restored. Oh! What is the name of the person you cherish? It's Nier, but without a capital R at the end. Correct name was entered. Oh, yeah, if you did play this several years afterwards and you didn't remember, that would suck. I get all my swords back!
all that shit.
Yes, there it is. The Earthworm's Claw is still new!
Now you can go back and do all the side quests.
Thank God. Finally, I've returned Geb to my inventory. And the tutorials. Can't forget
we
about
really
those.
needed those. Those were
The
important.
double jump tutorial. Return to Geb. Just as Geb has returned to me fishing records. I'm glad I didn't get fish. Take a while to place. Like the file to restore the lost. Yeah, this. I mean, this was gonna be erased anyways, right?
Yes.
I leave the rest to you, hussy.
Yes, Fangs. I would like to know it. Ooh. A cutscene. This is some Drakengard shit. Please don't make this Drakengard. Emil!
It's a giant lunar tear, actually.
Okay.
Our journey may have been meaningless.
Our past may have been a mistake.
But we're not going back.
Even if this world comes to an end.
Because this is the world with the people we cherish.
Aww.
And that is Nier Replicant.
Interesting choice that it's young Nier that we save.
There's some explanation for it that I forget. It's got something to do with Kaine's memories of when they first met.
Fang says don't. You get the ending credits, no moving around or anything, just in black background and hyperspeed with control endings in your automata, and that's expected the main screen. Needed to redo the entire section since the last save point is at the forest entrance. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't want to do that.
Yep. Maybe love is beautiful and life is worth living or some shit. Probably.
So this this isn't as strong for me as
No.
Automata ending E.
Nope.
But I do think it's an important and critical part of, I'll let you give your thoughts first before I override them with my opinion, because I've kind of been doing that a lot.
No, it's fine. I think the comparison to ending E of Automata is a fair one. I think ending E of Automata is better, just emotionally it hits. But the thing I'm seeing with Taro's work is that a lot of it is exploring the shittiness of the human experience, but then always trying to come back around to hope and choosing for yourself and creating a future that you are going to be proud of with the people that you love, despite all the shit that you have to go through. And holding on to each other as much as possible, and not giving up on them. So
Yeah.
them being your loved ones.
While it's not as strong as Automata's ending E, I think Replicant's ending E is really important to the story because it is what confirms what Nier is about.
Yeah.
Nier as a series is about going to those dark places, the worst of humanity, the worst that life has to offer, and coming out on the other side firmly believing in hope and believing in the people that you cared about. And that this world matters because we were in it and because the people that we care about were in it. And that is so deeply important to me. That is what Nier is to me. And like for a decade, this ending only existed as this epilogue in this book. This book was the only way the ending existed, and I think it's so important that this remake finally managed to put it into the game proper and confirm that this is the game's real true ending. And I'm so happy they got that chance, even if it takes playing Nier Replicant to get to it.
Yes. And despite the fact that it kind of wraps everything in a really nice bow, like, it feels like the proper ending. It doesn't feel hokey. It feels a lot more true and resonant than the original ending that I got, ending D. I'm sure y'all remember that I was not a fan. This feels correct. And not just because it's a happy ending either.
Because I also remember that, like, one of the problems you had with ending D was that you didn't feel like what Kaine would have wanted. And ending E goes, you're right, it wasn't, and she's pissed.
Yeah. And it gives her the chance to, like, make that decision for herself and fight for it and earn it. Yeah, it's powerful. It's good stuff.
That little monologue that she gets before the brainless fuckwit line, I think is so powerful.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you to just up and disappear like that? It's my life. I'll do whatever I want with it. So quit wasting time like a brainless fuckwit and get your ass back here now.
Yeah, it's because she wasn't able to weigh in on that decision at the end of ending D. You just do that.
Well,
for her.
she did weigh in on it. She
says
wanted
kill
Nier
me,
to
right?
kill her.
Yeah.
She wanted to die, and maybe this other solution, maybe that was the right one, but she didn't get to make the choice.
And I do love that. I mean, it's simple, but it's just like he gives up his life for her, and then she kind of does the same for him. They both lose their save files for each other.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people have said that they think that the way it restores your save file. Oh, a parting greeting. That should be the last thing we look at before we close.
Is it the woman's house party?
if you load your save file, you'll get to use Kaine Sword as Nier, and it does a fuck ton of damage. But a lot of people say that the ending is cheap because it restores your save data, and like no, that like there's a narrative importance to reclaiming what we've lost. Sacrificing the save data in Automata is still as important as it is still important exactly as it is, because we are giving up something to show that we believe in doing something and being there for someone else out there in the world. We are sacrificing the one thing that matters to physically to us as the player in order to be there for someone else. And I think that sacrifice is so important as it is. This sacrifice in Replicant, I think, is more meaningful in being restored for carrying that same message of hope and fighting for a happy ending. And that's why I think they did it. They made the right move with ending E.
Right, and like it doesn't. When you make that decision in ending D, you're not thinking that in ending E you're gonna get it all back. You don't know that ahead of time, so you do have to make that.
And
sacrifice.
for 10 years, you didn't get it back.
Right. Where is this thing that I'm looking for?
Parting greeting.
Yeah.
It's in the main menu.
Okay.
Go to in the game's main menu. Go to options. It also comes off Nier and Automata deleting save files, so it's really a twist on the third time. Yeah. So options here.
Parting greeting.
All right, is everybody here?
Present and accounted for.
You betcha.
Sure. All right then. Dear players, the game is over, and we have a special message for you. Thank you for playing.
For fuck's sake.
Yona, why aren't you in bed?
Oh, hey. It's my big
It's Yona!
I'm so sorry. I just didn't want to miss this.
Try and take it easy on her, okay?
Alright, fuck off.
Yeah. You wouldn't turn down a request from your adorable little sister, would ya?
Popola, Devila, you're here too?
Yeah, looks like you're having yourself a grand old time, sunshine.
Okay, who was that? Shut up, Tyrion. You'll just make things complicated.
Wait, what the fuck?
Let us finish what we came.
How the fuck do you pronounce this man's name?
It's Tyrion.
It's really gonna be over, huh? Does that make anyone else feel sad?
But Nier says
We'll
Tyrion.
have to say goodbye
It's both.
eventually. But hey, I'm sure we'll meet again.
You really think so?
I'm getting hungry over here. Want to hurry this up?
Anyway, we're gonna
Alright.
eat.
Once again, from the
Did I have some?
Dear players, the game is over, and we have a special message for you. Ready? 1, 2. Thank you for playing.
You're welcome. It only took me 7 playthroughs.
1 whole year.
Odacat, you didn't like the ending? You like ending D? What's wrong with you? You're sick.
So, Alex.
Yes, Melanie.
9/11.
Oh. 9/11. What about?
That's really all I had to say.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go off on some tangent about like the different sides of a conflict and.
No.
Oh, okay. No, we're good. We're closing it out. We're good now.
This journey is finally over. Seren is gonna say we're cowards because we're not doing the mobile game.
No, we're not.
Doesn't exist anymore.
See you, DQP. Thanks for stopping by. It was nice seeing you. We'll talk about Fate of Morgana in a couple days. But yeah, I guess we're not doing the mobile game. I will, when Yoko Taro makes another thing that isn't is it the voice of cards or is it a mobile game, I'll be there day one.
Well, as a fun fact, he already has.
Is it a game?
Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy
no,
XIV and its
no,
expanded
no,
free
no, no,
trial where
no.
you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime?
You can just drag my underleveled character there, right? And I can play with
I
you, or do I need a?
No, not at all. I was planning on just like you watch me play instead.
Oh, sure. I'll join you for that.
But if
I'll
you want to
absolutely.
play it, like I'm totally down for that.
I mean, if I can easily get access to an account to play it, that's fine. But I don't want to mess with somebody else's.
No, absolutely fucking not. You're not going into a raid series having never played the game. I'm not allowing that.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna watch you play.
That's in the future, though. I actually have not reached that point yet in 14.
Okay.
So, but once I do,
Yeah.
that will like the first time I ever play it, we will experience that together.
That's awesome.
I have not played that part. I've never read what happens. It will be my first time through it with you.
And this is probably going to tie in more with Automata than it is going to be a replicant thing. But you don't know either, do you?
I know a little bit.
Okay. I'm curious. Not curious enough to play
I
Final
am
Fantasy
too.
14, but I'm curious.
I have been curious about it for a couple of years now.
All right. Wow. I don't know what to do with my Mondays now.
Yeah, they've been tied up for a year.
They've been tied up for a year since last 9/11.
Yeah, well, you the plan was after finishing Nier, you and John do Recore, right?
Well, yeah. The funny thing about that is that we're gonna be recording the game clip for that pretty soon, and I've already
Well,
put in plenty of time in Recore.
but you've got to stream Recore with John though, right?
I would
That's
love
the
to.
plan.
If John wants to hop on here on Wednesday, I'll join him for Recore.
Razzle dazzle, Leslie has something we can fill time with.
It better not be the Junkie.
Alex, thank you for going on this journey with me. As I've said, Nier Automata is one of my favorite games ever made. Nier Replicant, of course, is an important part of the experience of Nier Automata, I would say. I'm really happy to have gotten to share this with you. It definitely was not all fun,
No.
but I am glad that for the most part you did enjoy it, and I hope that you're happy we did this.
I am so happy we did this. I really enjoyed doing. Thank you so much for having me like join you. These are a couple of games that like have been on my radar, but I don't think I would have ever gotten around to them, especially not starting with Replicant. And I do think
And
that
just
the
for good
order
measure,
that we did
I
it was
also
pretty fun.
I had fun with that, yeah. And just for good measure, I threw you at Outer Wilds in the middle of it all too. Just to get like the gamut of like
A
all my
bunch
favorite
of
things.
bangers. Yeah, no, they've all been great.
Mhm.
They've all been fantastic. So yeah, thanks again. These are some great games and honestly some great memories I've been able to make with you. So
And thank you for indulging me.
thank you for dealing with
It
my
took a
bullshit with the
lot.
audio.
It's a lot longer than I meant for it to.
It's fine.
But
I mean, it's fine. It was all worth it in the end.
I'm glad.
Which is kind of like what Nier's all about. Some of it's bullshit, but it was worth it in the end. All
maybe
right.
someday we'll go on another journey like this together, but I think neither of us want to do that anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I'm actually very excited to be able to be in chat and watch you and Joe from the sidelines jump back into Kingdom Hearts song. That's what
Yes,
I'm
which
what I'm
the
excited
plan
for.
is tomorrow. We are starting Kingdom Hearts Recoded.
Yes! Hell yeah. So stoked. All right. I'm going to call it here. Thank you so much again. You all have a fantastic night. Nier forever.
Good night, everyone. Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.